How you guys doing? Yeah, I kind of shaved. Yeah. How you guys doing? This is a good old Grandmaster over here. As you noticed, kind of shaved, kind of fully shaved and stuff. So, of course, the beard will come back. Don't worry, it'll come back. I've been wanting to do this video. I came across the Lions Republic video, and I came across a video by the Lions Republic, and it's about YouTube's algorithm and about comments and stuff. So I came across it. Where is it at? Let me see here. I came across it after doing a video today. I did a video, and I came across this. It says here, as at the bottom, remember to keep comments respectful and to follow our community guidelines. And the Lions Republic was talking about that today. I want to give them a shout out. How you guys doing at the Lions Republic? And if I mean comments, if it was snarky or kind of a smart ass kind of comment, I don't think that's a problem. If you come out with a snarky comment, or if you come out with something like a smart ass remark, that's really shouldn't really be the issue. You know what I'm saying? It should be that if you come out with a smart remark, hey, that's completely fine. If I'm be a smart ass, be a smart ass. But there's been a lot of, over the years, there's been comments removed over some vulgarity or really a threat. When I first started YouTube, around 2010, 2011, you would see channels really go at it, and you would see a lot of channels. Well, some channels like call each other out over some crazy shit. But there's some channels that do.
I never forced anyone to serve me.
Like for example,
My master thought I should have released
Your Rights Volunteer.
He didn't think anyone could believe in people.
Your Rights Volunteer (YRV) was many few channels that I came across, and many times me and my buddy mine Tin Man came across him many times, and he would call me and my buddy Tin Man traitors to our country, call us all a bunch of names like, you guys are terrorists, you know that? Just accuse us of if we defended anonymous, he'll call us traitors and call us terrorists and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, if I support anonymous, it don't make me any of those things. It's just that you support a collective that is fighting for the right of the people to speak their minds. Have an idea. Have an idea to But if you're going to call someone those names, you would have to be dumber than a box of rocks. You know what I'm saying? Because even today, you got people getting called out, being called, "Oh, you're a racist, or you're a sexist, or you're this and that," over because you're not agreeing with this person, and you choose to not agree with this person. You get called all kinds of names and stuff like that. But when you leave comments, I mean, you can leave a comment. I mean, it could be a positive one. It could be a comment that's really, just really, like really effed up, really fucked up and shit. But YouTube's algorithm always changes. They always change their algorithms and shit. They say, well, we're battling fake news and hate speech. Okay, it's good. No, that's good. You're battling hate speech. That's good. Okay, that's good. Right. But it doesn't mean that you're actually battling hate speech. You're actually prolonging hate speech. You're going after somebody that's not even doing that. You're attacking somebody you're accusing of it. You're accusing somebody of doing it. You have no proof that somebody is committing hate speech. There's no proof. There's no evidence. It's all based on stupid shit that you're mad because nobody is agreeing with you. You want to make it personal. You want to make it where you want to try to get someone's fired off from a job, where you're trying to remove somebody from any platform they're on. I mean, it could be Facebook, Twitter, even YouTube. I mean, you got to ask the question.
I call Thought Hash heretic.
You gotta wonder. I mean, there's a comedy, a comedian telling a joke, and he talked about a program called 19 Kids and Counting, where a couple has 19 kids and looking at 20. The mom is pregnant with her 20th kid, and he was making a good point about it. And this lady took it so personal, how people are having kids and can't afford to take care of that kid, that child. And there are couples that are trying to have kids. And they try fertilities. They tried everything and shit. But you got couples that have kids and do not know how to take care of those kids. Some that are strung out on drugs. Some that are strung out on alcohol and shit. That are alcoholics and shit. I mean, come on, you got to be smarter than that. Because if you're gonna bring a child in this world, make sure you can be sober and able to take care of that kid financially, because you're bringing a life in this world. I mean, you gotta really, but I was born in a time when Florida was president, and so of course Ford didn't have any, so fuck him. At the time, you have couples that are financially that could financially comfortable, who are wanting kids. And that want to have kids and they can't.
Sometimes I have dreams. They're about a world just for us, with people like us. I'm in charge.
Either the man is sterile or the woman
Their dreams, not a prophecy.
can have kids because
I
her
just want you to be happy.
eggs, she can't produce any
Wait,
eggs.
actually recording?
Shit like that. But they're wanting to adopt. I think adopting is a awesome thing. It's pretty awesome because you got couples who are willing to adopt and want to help a child who needs a set of parents that want to love them and take care of them and raise them to teach them the difference between right and wrong. Yeah, and I was raised with two parents that taught me to know the difference between right and wrong, but also to think for myself, to think. And in that part, I was happy enough to pass that to my son. You know, my son turned 20 this year, and he's going to school for pharmacy tech. And while that, he's working as a security guard for Fresno County Security, which is not really a security. It's not really Fresno County. It's the name of the company. And so right now, this weekend he's on call.
All authorized destinations.
And
Travel route is confirmed.
it's he graduated from Charter Academy here in Fresno. It's a little charter. It's like a regular. It's kind of like a home studies kind of education, where you go and pick up your stuff and go home and do your work and stuff like that. And he did pretty good. Graduated, and he
Displaying all authorized destinations. Travel route is confirmed.
his mom and I were young when he was conceived and born, and when we got married, we were in our early 20s. I was 22. She was 20, about 21. No, 20. Wasn't that 20? Yeah. And I was 23 when my son was born, and he weighed about 9 pounds 11 ounces. Big guy, big baby. And what was funny, how newborns that are born, they cry, they wah wah wah. Not my son. No, my son, when he was born, I can remember to this day that the look on his face when he was born, and it is outright funny, and I can laugh now to this day. My son had a look on his face. It looked like he was born pissed off, and he didn't whine, he didn't cry, and I wonder that how, I mean, do babies do that? You know, like they get mad when they're born because like they're not ready yet, or like you kind of wonder like, sir, ma'am, why is your baby pissed? I don't know. He looks pretty mad. But my son, the look on his face is priceless. But I can remember it till this day, and it is one of the funniest moments of my life being a dad. Is remembering my son being born pissed off. Just that look, that pissed off look on his face of who are these motherfuckers wearing these damn white robes and shit? What the fuck, you know? But it was funny. It was like so hilariously funny because babies when they're born, they could give you that weird look on your face like who the fuck are you and what are you doing here? I do not know you. Go away. And it is funny how babies make that face, that look on their face. And my son, he had that look on his face like of who are you fucking people? And I often wonder you know, there are parents out there, a couple out there that want to have kids. They can't have kids, but they want to adopt. It's a good thing. I do believe that adoption is a wonderful thing, you know. And kids need parents that would love them and take care of them and teach them about what's right and what's wrong, to think for themselves and kind of know that life is, it's okay, but it's not. The thing is, you want to let your child know what the world is their way, but still guide them to understand that you're there for them, you love them. And now back to the algorithm thing. YouTube for last couple of years, since July of 2016, they've been changing their algorithm, and they've censored a lot of people that are conservative, and try to I'm a conservative. I'm a liberal. I'm a libertarian conservative, and yeah, I have conservative views. I'm also a libertarian. I believe in small government. I believe in the Constitution and the rule of law and the Bill of Rights too. So the thing is, when you're a company like YouTube, it didn't get really bad until around 2016, because now Google Alphabet was a big backer for Hillary Clinton, a big financial backer for Hillary. And they tried to change between 2.6 and 10 point, what was it, right around, was it 2.4 or 2.6 to about 2 point something votes to Hillary. But Alphabet was a big financial backer for Hillary. And a lot of channels in 2016 were purged. And I didn't get any crap from Google, from YouTube, until about the following year. Or was it around 2018? It was when the Parkland shooting happened last year around February. And I've had a lot of shit dealings with complaints of videos that I did, and it was, most of my videos that I do is merely asking a question and having a theory. Now, there's nothing really wrong having a theory or a question, for that, of matter of fact. So, if you're somebody that don't like anybody having a question or a theory, well, that's probably not, it shouldn't be a problem, because if there was a issue that some of you have, that's fine. I got no problem with that. But it was right around the time of the Parkland shooting. I had 2 videos that were removed. They were about 3 months apart. Okay, about 3 months apart. And they were removed because I was had questions, and I asked the questions with some theory, and I guess somebody at YouTube didn't like that, like me asking a question or having a theory. So during that time of 2016 is when about between 35 to almost 50-60 channels were removed in a purge. Either they were removed or they were demonetized. And so there was an issue with some channels getting, because these were conservative channels. And that people on the left did not like it very much. They didn't like it at all.
In 100 years, they won't remember me for the Treaty of Dresden or how I saved Starbright Station.
And so, I had, but about 30 to 50 channels were removed that I was subscribed to. I was subscribed to the Doctor of Common Sense channel. Subscribe to the Red Pill Revolution channel, and they were both removed, along a few other ones, and it had to do with content that was so-called not advertiser friendly. So it was morally that the news media pushed the issue, and they always push the issue. And there was a reporter from the Wall Street Journal that bickered and bitched and whined that YouTube harbors hate speech, and it's really how one guy from the Wall Street Journal got up to 30 companies to pull their ad revenue, their funding from YouTube, because these companies were panning out $30 million per company. They were shelling $30 million, and it was money that they were funding. And one idiot from the Wall Street Journal lied and said that YouTube is the harbinger of hate speech, and they have said that, well, YouTube is a harbinger of hate speech, and they got these channels that promote hate speech and all the other shit like that. Now, I'd be morally not agreeing with that, because you could be a Democrat, a leftist on YouTube, and also have hate speech and yourself. I didn't buy any of that at all. So about 2 years later, when you look at the beginning of 2018, of last year, that was when the Parkland shooting happened. Well, it was around February, and all of a sudden, something did not add up. Something really did not add up at all, really. Because Alex Jones had a couple of students from Parkland High School talked to him, being interviewed, and one student says that someone from the school was filming, had a phone, and actually was filming when they heard code black, which means someone with a gun is on campus, and they called their mom. So a student borrowed their phone and called his mom and said that there was a shooter on campus. Shooter on campus, and someone from school kind of like tried to stop him from even talking about it, because you want to make sure. I mean, you want to make sure to let know your parent let your parent know that you're okay, because as a as a as a, as a as a teenager, you want to make sure your parents know that you're okay and what's going on. But it seems that the person from the school did not want the student to say anything at all, and it got really, really bad. It got really, really bad, and so it looked like, from what the student was saying, is there was a start of a cover-up. And at the beginning of a cover-up. And we heard about, there was a news story about the shooter's brother was also arrested. Caught, 18 years old. And I mean, I kind of asked the question is, and the younger brother was 18, and they said that he was arrested with a gun on him. Okay, so I had a question. I had a question on that, because I was like asking the question is, when they arrested the young man, the young kid, the 18-year-old brother, did he have the gun on him already, or did the FBI plan it on him? And that I think because of that, YouTube removed that video. But check this out. The reason they said it was taken down is because the video was, they said that I was harassing, I was threatening, yada yada yada, kind of bullshit. But that's not what I was doing. I did. See, that's many reasons. See, YouTube would use that as reason to remove the video. So I had to remove so far. Okay. Now I'm one strike away from my channel being taken down. And there was many questions pertaining to the Parkland school shooting. Now the former sheriff, Scott Israel, he was acting like he was running for office. And CNN did not help any at all. They were running the story sort of shooting ragged, and 4 of the students became overnight shouldn't be sensation because they love the spotlight. They love the spotlight, and they didn't give a rat's ass. It's all about the spotlight, being the spotlight. They were on Ellen's show. They were on CNN. They were on Bill Maher's show.
All right, make me look ready.
So So there were, and plus, what made it worse was none of the deputies went in, and because of that, they let 17 people die. It took 4 officers from another department to go in, and they testified that the deputies didn't do a damn thing. And that's where it's the beginning of the change of the algorithm and stuff. But I had one video removed, and I let it go. I didn't let it do to me or bother me. I didn't really let it bother me at all, because I knew that it would be removed. Three months later, on July 3rd of last year, it was that I had a video removed, and and so
Your thing.
so it was at that
All right, make me look good.
so I knew that it would be removed, but the second video that I was taken down, I was asking questions, and I was asking questions, and it was a question towards David Hawk. I want to ask him a question via video, because he got caught lying, and his actions were kind of Hitlerish, and very, very Hitlerish. And people started to call him Little Hitler. And his actions, his mannerism, his words proved it. Even though he wasn't really there at the shooting, it's more about ego. It's about to him it's more about wanting it to get the piece of the action of being part of the controversy, being a part of the and it did not go well for him. There's videos. One video really caught him in a lie. Caught him in a lie, and I watched the whole entire video, the last video that dude, he got caught in a lie, and I talked about it. And it kind of bugged me, because if you are lying, you're in the footages, each footage contradicted him. Each footage really made him into the liar that he is. So when I talked about it, about 3 months, I did the video. YouTube pulled it. YouTube pulled the video. They pulled the video. And his dad is a former FBI agent, former Fed, GMAT. They called the FBI guys G-men back in the day, during the 30s and 40s and shit, 20s, 30s and 40s. And it got to a point that David Hogg lost credibility. He started to lose credibility, and he started to lose that fame that he craved so fucking much, because he became a butt of every joke. After that one video exposed him as the liar that he is. And he got mad. And he did not like getting called out. He did not like it. It's all about publicity. He loved publicity. And when you're somebody that loves publicity, you can't get enough of it. You want more publicity. You want more of it and more of it and more of it. And it got so damn bad that people got tired of those kids, because March for Life was just a sham, a charade, a sham. And these kids were used as pawns for the Democratic Party's demand for gun control. And the truth is, gun control is people control. You think controlling of the guns is controlling the people, and you can't control the people that has the guns. The people with the guns are patriots who will stand up to the step against tyranny. Okay? It's no longer left versus right. It's no longer Democrat versus Republican. It's no longer conservatives versus liberals, progressives, or socialists. It's liberty. It's liberty versus tyranny. And the Democrats want tyranny. They want tyranny. They want to destroy liberty to have tyranny. I say, I want my liberty. You could take your tyranny and shove it up your ass. I want my liberty. I want my freedom where I could say whatever the hell I want to say. And if you don't like what I'm saying, tough. And also, I don't have to agree with you on anything. I'll say, let's agree to disagree. Because when somebody is mad because you're not agreeing with them, by the way, they get tired of, they want to to be the ones pulling the strings. They want to be the ones to control what you do or say. If you have an opinion, they'll call you names. They'll call you names for dumbass reasons. They will call you every name in the book. They will try to thrash you or hit you or whatnot because they don't like you talking about facts because it's hurting their feelings. Well, the fact is, feelings don't prove shit. Feelings don't prove a goddamn thing. Feelings do not prove facts. Feelings are just feelings. They're emotions, okay? They're emotions. Nobody gives a rat's ass about your goddamn feelings. Myself, I sure don't give a shit about your feelings. I care about liberty. I care about facts. I care about small government. I think government's too damn big. And government has became too fucking big. I think we need to shrink government. I think we need to deflate government. It means take the air out of the power control freaks of the Democratic and Republican Party. Because the people have their say-so. But they have decided to not believe in the facts that's being placed in front of them in their face. They would rather not give a rat's ass about any facts. If you do, you're hurting my feelings. Well, I like to shit on your feelings, by the way. Because your feelings don't mean shit to me. Your feelings are just feelings. They're emotions. And they don't prove a fucking thing. And if you got a problem with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Go fuck yourself. I believe I have the right to say what I want. I have a right to believe what I want. Just like anybody else. But I also want facts. I also want evidence. I also want to say I'm disagreeing with you by saying let's agree to disagree. And if some of you don't like it, well, I got 3 words for you. Figure it out. But so YouTube has decided to become more of a authoritarian in the Silicon Valley. And see, I don't go to Google search anything. And if I want an answer to something, I'll I would pretty much ask questions. You question. You question. But when I came across this, it was a like it said, remember to keep your comments respectful and to follow our community guidelines. Now, about that, you could still follow the community guidelines, but yet still get removed. But you know, as YouTube still censor people, they try to do it through demonetizing videos and shit like that. And so, but if there was that one question is for YouTube, why criticize by censoring conservative content creators? That's a question. Alright, guys, this is good old Grandmaster Revenue, and
Chance to leg it. Can you hear me?
once if you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, please share this video with family and friends and people that you know.
Fantastic.
And if you're new to this
My
channel,
news were that good.
if you've got this transmission, you are the resistance.
You'll have to talk
Okay.
louder. I can barely read you.
Knowledge is
I'll do
free.
what I can,
If you don't like it,
but I'm not feeling so good.
if you're done with that, we got
Track
3
down that
words for
scientist
you.
my season is after.
Go fuck
He
yourself.
agreed to meet me in the
Peace
ruins.
out. I'm
I
Revan.
was on my way when
You're
the
not.
Boy Scouts
Fuck
spotted
you.
me.
I'm out.
I ditched him, but I'm bleeding fast.